Why Max Verstappen doesn't want to participate in the Netflix series Drive to Survive. The new season of Drive to Survive will be released soon, but Red Bull driver and current Formula One champion Max Verstappen will not be part of it. There are speculations that the story arc of the fourth edition of the documentary is almost certainly going to revolve around the Dutchman's title race with Lewis Hamilton. Netflix bosses will choose to focus on the pair who headed into the final race of the season on equal points to set up a thrilling end to the campaign in Abu Dhabi. However, it ended in controversial circumstances after Verstappen overtook Hamilton on the last lap of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Race director Michael Masi attracted criticism after allowing some cars to unlap themselves and others to not, which allowed the maneuver to happen. The win saw Verstappen claim his first world title, but he will not be discussing it on the Netflix hit series, as he says the way in which the show portrays drivers is why he won't be featuring. While Verstappen's rival, Lewis Hamilton, has appeared in other seasons of the show, it has not been confirmed whether he'll be seen in the latest season, which is thought to be released in March. The British star has withdrawn from public life since the Abu Dhabi race and is reportedly considering retiring from the sport. Verstappen's unwillingness to participate in the series is hinged on the fact that the show faked rivalries to gain viewers across the world. I mean, don't rivalries make competitions much more interesting? Since its debut in 2018, Drive to Survive has offered viewers behind-the-scenes footage of the Formula One season, providing interviews with drivers, team principals, and other key figures throughout each campaign. The series has proven extremely popular with viewers and has resulted in an explosion of interest in Formula One, with ESPN revealing that the sport's viewing figures have climbed from 547,000 people in 2018 to just shy of 1 million in 2021. In March 2018, when Formula One announced that Netflix had commissioned a 10-episode docu-series giving an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the 2018 Formula One World Championship, Formula One announced the following year, in July 2019, that a second season would premiere in 2020, covering the 2019 Formula One World Championship, involving all 10 teams. The series is executively produced by James Gay Reese and Paul Martin for the production company Box to Box Films, and Sophie Todd is the production's showrunner. Gay Reese subsequently went on to reveal to the Fast Lane podcast that Drive to Survive had originally been conceived as a series revolving solely around Red Bull racing, before it evolved into a series about F1 in general. The filming of the 2020 season was suspended following the lockdowns, but it has continued. Season 1 of the show featured the 2018 World Championship, which immersed audiences into the cockpit, the paddock, and the lives of key players in the Formula One world. While Mercedes did not agree to be part of the series, the team later featured in the 2019 release. The 2020 release featured the major highlights of the year in Formula One, and another will be released later in the month. The show has received recognition for the additional insight it offers fans and is credited with attracting new audiences, especially Americans, to the sport. The condensing of season-long themes into single-episode narratives has drawn praise for adapting the natural drama of a racing season into a narrative that can encourage a fan to tune into the real thing. On another hand, Drive to Survive has been criticized for including fake or misplaced commentary in team radios, staging certain scenes, placing undue importance on test and practice sessions, and over-dramatizing or misrepresenting certain events and relationships within the Formula One paddock. Do you like this video? Subscribe if you haven't and ring that notification bell to stay tuned to our channel. This particularly has made Max Verstappen stay away from the show. Drive to Survive series has significantly attracted new viewers from America since 2018, and despite the positive influence it has had on F1's popularity, the Red Bull star Verstappen believes that the show values drama over reality and is edited and produced in a disingenuous way. After the Texas Grand Prix of last season, Verstappen said the problem is they will always position you in a way they want, so whatever you say, they will try to make you look reckless or try to make you whatever fits the story of the series. So I never really liked that. I prefer to just have a one-on-one interview with the person who would like to know me. The hit show actually received some criticism following its portrayal of a rivalry between Carlos Sainz and Daniel Ricciardo in its second season. I mean, the second season, there were some episodes or parts where I feel they forced it a little bit, said Ricciardo when he reflected on the series. Daniel Ricciardo had also claimed that the series forced a rivalry between himself and Carlos Sainz. He said, "They tried to create a bit of a rivalry between me and Sainz and it wasn't really there. Like, he's no more a rival than anyone else. There wasn't any personal grudge with him, but I think Netflix wanted something, so a lot of questions led to asking about Carlos. Because the series has always picked on particular hits of the sport, there is no doubt the coming season will feature the greatest highlight of last year, Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton's battle for the title. Fans are excited about the action to unfold and particularly hear views from other drivers about the dramatic end to the season. While the dramatic final might be the most interesting value of the series, there are other dramatic sessions that could feature, including Red Bull and Mercedes fallout, Daniel Ricciardo's return to podium position, and the restoration of Williams. In all truth, the title battle between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton could have warranted a season of Drive to Survive on its own merit. The more bitter side of the rivalry was between team bosses Toto Wolff and Christian Horner. The two sparred in their interviews with the press all season long, with Mercedes boss Wolff calling Horner a whingebag who likes to be on camera back in June 2021. The bosses' rivalry reached crescendo at Silverstone and in the Saudi Arabian and Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Red Bull claimed the damage costs from the crash and protested that they were in excess of €1.5 million. Wolff and Horner are two of Drive to Survive's biggest stars from its run thus far, and we expect to see even more airtime for the pair after a season of sparring. Another fan favourite of the early seasons of Drive to Survive was Australian Daniel Ricciardo. Season 1 tracked his departure from Red Bull to Renault, and after a testing 2019, Season 3 found him back on the podium for the first time in 2 years with a French marque. He was on the move again for 2021, joining the iconic McLaren team, and it wasn't an easy year for the Aussie as he struggled to adapt to the new car, despite it being one of the strongest on the grid. He fell behind young teammate Lando Norris in the standings and seemed off the pace for much of the season. That alone could make for fascinating viewing, and we can almost be certain that Netflix's producers will want to see all of that reach the finished product, given how well the Ricciardo content went down in seasons 1 to 3. In essence, it was Ricciardo's surprise win at the Italian Grand Prix that stands out as a made-for-Netflix moment. In a rare reminder this season of just how good Daniel Ricciardo is at his best, he drove an immense race as Hamilton and Verstappen came to blows once more, and claimed a deserved win as his first since 2018 and McLaren's first since 2012. This was a Formula One season like no other, with drama at every race. We're not sure if Netflix can even do justice to just how competitive the field was, but we'd love to see a focus on some of the standout performances from the midfield. Let us know in the comment section what you'd love to see, especially after Verstappen has announced his desire not to be in the show. If you enjoyed the video, like it and share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned to the channel by ringing that notification bell. This was a Formula One season like no other, with drama at every race. We're not sure if Netflix can even do justice to just how competitive the field was. We'd love to see a focus on some of the standout performances from the midfield. Let us know what actions you'd love to see in the series in the comment section, especially after Verstappen has announced his desire not to be in the show.